G'day, guys. I've got a question, and I know prophetically in Daniel, the 1,290 and the 1,335 days have been looked at in great detail as to what they could represent, when they could happen, etc., etc., and I understand that most people would already have a view on what they mean. However, just now, as I was watching Gigi at Blue Heaven, and how earlier on when I watched Chris at Rapture Watchers, who I wasn't bashing, by the way, it prompted me to think about calendars, etc. And so I was on that subject. That's where my brain was. And then Gigi, after replying to quite a lot of comments on the video that I made about the fact that it's 2024, not 2023, I replied to a lot of comments and people gave me some ideas and thoughts. And then all of a sudden I watched Gigi's video where she mentioned that the COP counter has now gone below the 7-year mark, which it has. So it was resetting every day at the end of 3 days back to the beginning of 3 days. So it was repeating a 24-hour period over and over. I took multiple pictures of it. I did a couple of videos about it. And it was doing it at midnight for me every night. It had reset. Last night I went to sleep. It's probably only 10 minutes before midnight, and I checked, and it was 7 years, 3 days, 3 minutes kind of thing, or 10 minutes, whatever it was before midnight. I checked, expecting this morning for it to have reset again, but what I noticed this morning is now we're actually down below the 7-year period. For me it's saying like 7 years, 27 days, 6 years, 27 days or something. So we've dropped a few days overnight. Sorry, I keep messing up the days and years bit. But the point that I'm coming to is that Gigi was looking at why are we still here? She was saying, that counter's gone below 7 years. Why are we still here? There's a delay period. My train of thought today has been on calendars and how people are sort of interchanging Gregorian and Julian years without saying that they're doing it, so that anybody watching would naturally assume they were just thinking about the Gregorian 2023 when they'd really changed to the Julian one. That got me thinking about the difference between those two calendars, and if we multiplied that out over a period of time, when would the difference between the two calendars be 45 days? The same as what we see here in Daniel. So sort of expanding on that thought of Gigi's, could the difference that we're seeing in possible timelines be that at some point in time the Bible was talking about a Julian calendar, now a Gregorian calendar, so this verse here tells us that very thing, meaning you're going to be seeing things 1,290 days based on the Julian calendar. Blessed are those that come to the 1,335 days. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? This 45-day gap. I'm not suggesting that we might be in a 45-day gap now, but what I'm suggesting is that I guess we kind of really haven't accounted for this 45 days, what it means. Could it be the difference between the rapture and when saints go, or between the rapture and when World War III starts, or what is this 45-day period? And if the rapture was to happen very soon, like say today, where would that fall in 45 days' time, if you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to look forward 45 days from a possible rapture event that I'm not sure when it's going to happen. If you get what I mean. I don't know if anybody's tried to plug this into a timeline anywhere. It's a very good article. I'm just scrolling through so you can have a read. But I'm wondering if this could pertain to us in any way, shape or form, the rapture and then an event 45 days later, rather than the sort of traditional interpretations of this. Probably completely barking up the wrong tree, but at the moment, because a lot of channels are fairly quiet, any little idea that pops into my brain, I'm prepared to put out there, even if I seem a bit unresearched or stupid in doing so, simply because it might be a breadcrumb that somebody else picks up on during this time where I'm sure everybody is hitting the books pretty hard to try and work out what's happening. Anyway, guys, that's just a little bit of food for thought. Let me know what you think. Could be nothing. Maybe it's something. Perhaps somebody could share this with Gigi, maybe. I doubt she would see my channel, or perhaps post in her comments, and maybe that means something to her. It doesn't necessarily to me right now, but that wasn't the point of me making the video. It was to see whether it meant something potential for you guys. God bless. Keep looking up. It's by the blood of Jesus that we are saved.